Do you want to figure out how to write a project plan? Well then, my name is Irina and I'm a project manager professional. I've managed small to large global scale projects for the past 10 years in companies of various sizes and areas. I worked in the construction businesses, the oil and gas industry, in blockchain startup, and even I did my own businesses. Now I've been working as a project manager in a bank and I've planned tons of various projects. And in this video I will share with you 7 steps that you must complete to properly plan your project. Let's go. So the first step is a smart goals and deliverables. First of all, before you start implementing a project, you must have a clear end goal and deliverables to ensure its success and make your job easier. To achieve this, meet with the stakeholders and project sponsors and uncover their expectations for the project. But the goal like this product should bring profit to our company don't fit. Use the SMART Goals tools to detail your project goals and deliverables. It will help you to understand what your project team needs to do to reach them. I'll give you an example of a SMART goal statement. For example, increase sales with online chart by 30% by October 2023, or grow the number of monthly users of mobile app by 100 with Q1 of 2024. Feel the difference? Step 2. Define the scope. What does it mean? In the ideal world, the project sponsor would provide this to you. Here's a scope statement. Unfortunately, that doesn't really happen, so you need to create this. First of all, you have to clearly understand stakeholders' needs based on step 1. Then outline your project scope statement. What's in the scope? What's out of the scope? The important milestones. What are your deadlines? What constraints and assumptions? What dependencies exist? It's a very critical component of project planning because the scope of the project determines the amount of work that must be done to successfully deliver the product. Step 3. Resources. Find out who and what you need to have on your project based on scope statement. Do you see how steps are connected to each other? The scope statement is going to tell you who you need to have involved and what you need. Also, you find out if you are going to have any full-time and part-time people on the project. Sometimes you need to buy any equipment, or sometimes you need to attract vendors if you don't have the required qualifications in your team. All this will affect you next step. Step number 4 is time of a project. Okay, this is an interesting one, and tell me if you ever experienced this in the comments below, but I find sometimes people say, I can't give you timing on projects. I like, yes, you can. Especially if you have stakeholders who want to know what is the time of this project. When can they expect to get it done? When stakeholders have expectations of when it should be done in their eyes, but yet that doesn't match up with reality. So it's really important at the beginning of the project, not for a detailed schedule, because you know that you will get to this much later in the project, but you have to know some high-level milestones, conceptual ideas of timing, and that's really important at this stage. With all the information you've collected so far to date, you must do it. Understanding how long your project can take will help you answer the sponsor's questions, why this project cannot be done in 6 months but only in 10. Step 5. Project costs. Some people get lost at this stage. I've managed projects with different budgets, including budgets of more than $1 million. And you know what? It doesn't matter even if the budget is $100. You should understand at this stage there is no unpaid work. And your job as a project manager is to calculate how much this work costs. How much money do you actually need to spend? Can you actually do what you've been asked to do with the amount of money you've been given? So it's really important to ask what your budget is, plan it and compare it with other stuff that you have. Step number 6. Project risks. Don't downplay the importance of this step. There are individuals in the project who understand what's going on this project. and will have assumptions about possible risks. And you need to reach out to the key people, sponsors, and subject matter experts and find out as much detail as possible about the risks. Some very high-level risks, and they may not even project related. They could be organizationally related but will impact in your project. Like 9 times of 10, that's usually resourcing. Do you actually get the resourcing that you need? So you've got to put some mitigation plans in place, and it's important that you at least touch upon them at the beginning of your project planning. Final step, get your plan approved. Once you have complete writing your project plan, you need to present it to those who make decisions, really the ones that approve budgets and are going to ensure that your team members can be successful because they can remove roadblocks. So they have had some ideas about the implementations of the project, and then you captured all the necessary work and presented them with the plan. They ask, "What about this? I thought this was going to be done earlier." At this stage, you can do lots of negotiations and meetings to get approval. So you can see planning there is a lot of effort and energy, but if you do it well in the beginning stage, as you should, it's going to make execution and monitoring of your project much easier. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it with everybody that you know. If you have some stories about good project planning or even bad project planning, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until the next video. Bye bye.